Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Babe Business Show. My name is Katan. I'm the host and the founder of BossBabeBlog.com. This is a show where we talk about small business resources, upcoming small business events, and then we also like to interview other entrepreneurs. Sometimes they are local, sometimes they are nationwide. It just depends, and they're in all different industries. So today we'll be bringing on an entrepreneur that not only is verified and listed in our directory, she's also based out of Texas, and she does provide mobile services to select clients that need that assistance with a mobile care provider. And I'll let her explain more without spoiling too much information. And she also provides services at her location. So I'll go ahead and bring her on. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. As I told you, I'm alive. I'm, no.
Thank God for that. I'm glad the coyotes didn't get you.
Thank you. I'm glad they didn't either. Coyotes? No, just one.
Oh, just one. The coyote. I'm glad the coyote didn't get you.
I would have had to be jumping over somebody's yard if it was plural. I was already considering jumping on somebody's truck. So yeah. And then we're in Texas, so they have those laws about being on people's property. And I was already like, oh, I don't know if I want to be on this property, but at the same time, I don't want to be meat. So we're gonna have to pick and choose what's more important. Yeah, it was a rough night. We'll talk about that towards the end of the live for anyone that missed out. Hello, happy Thursday, Kenitra. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Sharika, I'm excited to have you on. And yeah, it's been a little bit since I've had you on, and I'm excited to hear what your topic of discussion is tonight. I know you have your services and your products, but what topic of discussion do you feel like is on your heart that you want to share with the audience?
As always, foot care, foot health, being preventive. That was one of the things that I talked about at a facility that I recently did a lunch and learn for. Is just the importance. Thank you. Just the importance of maintaining your feet as you age, and how what we do in our younger years definitely affect us in our older years.
Yeah, very true. We've talked about this a few times. You guys have seen her. She was getting on to me while I was trying to create my content in my heels. Now I got to make sure I have my metatarsal pads the next time that I go into the.
And they came in. I'm glad you brought that up. They finally got here. So I'm ready. I got them for you when you're ready.
Okay, good. I have been sticking to my routine. I ran out of my one of my serums, but I figured, I'll come back. I'll book the same service. But yeah, I have been sticking to my routine. I have been doing my exfoliating. I did notice, because you talked about how the products, the one that helps with getting rid of callus and that hardened dry skin. I did notice how it started to kind of like shed a little bit after I just left it alone and stopped messing with it, because I did start picking on it. I'm not gonna lie, but
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I tried. And I didn't want to tell you either. I was like, let's save this for later. But I couldn't help it. I was seeing the growth. I was like, well, it's so fast. It's looking so good. But, then I was like, okay, leave it alone. So I left it alone, and I started to see how the process was happening naturally. So, yeah, it has been really good. But thank you so much for that. And anyone who hasn't seen, you can go check out my video on Instagram. And you can also go to her Instagram and just see some of the services that she provides when it comes to callus reduction. She also talks about how to prevent these things instead of actually getting there and having to have all these things removed and going through this long process in your medical pedicure. You could actually be preventing some of these things so you don't have to experience them. In my case, it was something that was accumulating over years and years that I just never really addressed, I think, the proper way. But for other people, it might be something that you can prevent, that you won't even have to get to that place where you're, picking anything.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's what we want. We want prevention, not instant gratification.
Exactly. See, I listened. I follow 99.9 those instructions. Just had one little issue, one minor hiccup. That's all.
Just one minor hiccup. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Absolutely.
But please talk to us a little bit more about your journey on getting people to understand the importance of foot health, and where are areas that you feel like we might be lacking as a community on understanding how our feet play that huge factor in our health, like you talked about earlier.
So, I mean, dealing with my own parents, which is how I got into foot health and foot care, because I was just like everybody else. I was going to the traditional salons. I'm not going to use the other term I use, but I was going to the that's between us. That's between us. But I was going to I was going to the traditional salons. I was getting the acrylics. I was getting all that stuff because growing up, that's what we see. That's what we like. I'm from Miami, so we used to all the razzle dazzle and all the bling and, things. So that's what I knew and was, that's what I did. Yeah. And upon helping my parents, and even while in nail school, it just, older people gravitated towards me. And then once I had to deal with my own parents and their foot health and knowing things that could have been prevented had they taken proper care of their feet, had they paid closer attention to the warning signs that your feet give, because that's one of the things that most people don't realize and understand. Your feet and your teeth, those are your internal warning signals for your body. Your feet are your foundation for your entire body. So when something hurts, no matter how small it is, something is starting to go off in your body system, and it should be checked like ASAP. Don't wait until it gets unbearable. Get it checked immediately.
Yeah. I don't feel like in school it's really pushed enough to understand. Like we go through the body, we talk about anatomy, but we don't go as into depth as we could about how certain parts of your body, they do show you that you could have an issue in another area. Even your eyes, like looking at coloring underneath your eyes or the coloring in your eyes telling you that it's your liver or your kidney. But we don't have those conversations enough, I think, like in that school phase. Because even though I did love to learn, the classes that I remember for anatomy was, okay, here's a human body, and here are the parts. And it was memorization.
Right.
But it wasn't like, hey, assess these issues and tell us what's wrong with her body. What is she going through right now? Or what are things she could be susceptible to? I feel like if we had that education earlier, when we're going to the doctor, we can also feel a little bit more, at ease, because you understand what's going on. Because also there is a such thing as similar to going to a nail salon that may not be focused on your health. There's also such thing as going to doctor's offices where you may be working with a professional that may not be focused on your health. And when they're telling you things like you need to take more pain medicine, and the signs are showing that you need to get off of the pain medicine because your eyes are a different color that shows you're not getting enough, water or whatever it is, you don't have that education to at least say that I think that this symptom is possibly related to this and I might need to do more research. So, just not even, I'm not saying be your own doctor, guys.
Of course not. Of course not. I mean,
just the idea of maybe I'll go and get a second opinion or two more opinions from other professionals because these signs don't seem right. I feel like we had that education, those conversations would happen with it.
At least more of those conversations. And it won't get to the point to where I'm going to the doctor when now it's nothing they can do about the situation except have surgery or except do amputation or except do the aggressive treatment. So those are the kind of conversations that I have, especially with my seniors. And now that I'm going into more facilities that have more seniors, having those kind of conversations to help them understand the warning signals. Even if it's a tingling sensation, even if it's just a little sharp, little pain, don't ignore it. Those are just warning signs. And so those are the kind of conversations, as you know, Katan, when you're sitting in my chair, we're going and we're talking through those things based upon what I'm seeing. And that's the difference between seeing and having someone like myself with medical training, anatomy and physiology, the medical piece to tie into the cosmetic piece, because it's not just about cosmetic. We all want to be pretty. We all want to have that stuff. But if we need to make sure the foundation is right before we can get to the pretty, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's prioritizing, like you said, right, the delayed gratification over instantly. I feel good because it looks good, but I'm still having the same issues that I was having before. My ankle doesn't feel right. My legs, I'm having issues with circulation. My skin doesn't look right. Like those are the down the line, like you said, can affect us in deeper ways. But also it creates more stress on us than it would to just look at the root of the problem. I don't think some people, they do avoid, but sometimes they genuinely don't have that knowledge as to the difference between medical versus cosmetic.
Right.
Because when I'm going to get a pedicure, I'm not thinking, oh, I need a medical grade pedicure, or I need a health pedicure where I'm focused on my foot health, versus need a pedicure, I want my feet to look nice, I want to be exfoliated. But you going deeper and understanding why things look the way they do, I think you're right. It does differentiate the experience, and it makes you feel comfortable and at ease in that chair, especially for people who are not, who don't do as much service-based things like, get your nails done, your hair, your feet, or whatever. Or if you're someone that just has your particular person that you go to. I love working with professionals that are able to give you that inside information to make you decide, what's the right fit for you. So I really did enjoy that aspect of going to your location. It was very calming. It was very relaxing. At the end, it was a huge difference in my feet, especially like on the inside, not the, you know what I'm talking about, like the heel of the foot. There we go. I always want to say the ball of the foot, but I'm talking about the heel of the foot. Why do they do that? Sharika, this is a ball. The heel is shaped like a ball. Why would we name the inside the ball of the foot?
Listen, I didn't come up with the medical term for it, okay?
What's your
Nor do I know the people that did.
Okay, you got a point. I'm just trying to put that all on Compassionate Souls LLC. Give us the answers. But, I really did see a huge difference on the inside of my foot, in an area where normally I would keep exfoliating, or I would go to get a pedicure and then it would feel okay, but then I get home and it's the same issue, because the buildup never really left. You just exfoliated the outside a little bit, that made it feel soft temporarily. And I was soaking for 40 days and 40 nights. So okay, not 40 days and 40 nights, but I was soaking for a while. And that
it was more than 5 minutes. I know it was.
It was a good minute. And it gives you the illusion that your skin feels softer. It gives you the illusion that all of those issues are gone, until your skin has dried, and then you can see that you're still with the problem that you came in with. So that's what's good. And then nobody tells you, nobody talks about it. Like I've gone in places and specifically said, I would like to get this exfoliator. I'm focused on softness. And they'll still give me a generic pedicure like they would the person next to me. It didn't feel like it was tailored to my needs.
Because it's not. I mean, from the traditional nail salon perspective, it's almost like a sweatshop. They trying to get you in and get you out. And they buy everything in a big old bulk, and they buy it as cheap as possible. And, I can't say from a charge perspective, but for me, I know for sure, the products that I use was Pediceuticals, that was created by an actual dermatologist, and that is graded to make sure that it's going to bring results based upon what your condition is. So do I spend a little more on it? Yeah, but I know the results are going to happen as long as the client uses them.
Yeah. Wait a minute. This is an interview. We just went into interrogation. I use my products. I ran out. Look, you looking at me, and I'm looking at the person behind me, because I use them. As long as the client uses them.
And I put that out there because I do have clients where, and it makes the follow-up visit harder. You understand? And so it's like you're starting all over from scratch again. And I'm just like, what is the point? If you're not going to use it, just do an initial pedicure every time. Just do an initial. I'm trying to make things easier for you. But please I can only do what I can do. You got to do your part too.
Yeah, no, I hear you. She's hurting. Did y'all hear that? Your part too. But no, I understand it's true because in any service industry, like you start off at one place and then you have the steps that you need to take to get to the next one. But if you don't complete them, you're back to where you started, which, like you said, kind of feels like, well, if that's the case, why book the sessions where we're elevating if we're not actually
right.
And then also we have to, I would say, as clients, when we're going into places where we're getting those instructions, keep in mind what the initial thought process was when you signed up, which is to get rid of the problem. And the only way to get rid of it is to work towards it in those, steps, not to start, but then not continue and then end up in the same problem again. We're trying to leave the problem. So, that's just something as a reminder I think we have to keep in mind. And not just in
consistency is key.
You said what? Yeah, consistency
is key.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I was consistent. I didn't have no more left.
You were. I wasn't talking about you, but you were. Okay. It's so funny. So my sister, one of my sisters, she's in Orlando. Mm-hmm. And so when she was here for the ribbon cutting, she went back to her salon place and she told them, listen, I don't want you to give me no water. Don't give me the cheese grater.
Oh, yeah.
So she said the people who were sitting next to her, everybody's looking at her like, well, what do you know that we don't know? Why you ain't putting your feet in the water and we got our feet in the water? So she said one of the girls that was sitting next to her was fussing with the people because her feet, even after they was grating it with the cheese grater, the girl kept complaining that her feet was still rough. And so my sister said she leaned over to the girl and told the girl, you know why your feet rough? They keep scraping it with the cheese grater. My sister said, don't you use that. And I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And she was like, they need to know. They need to know. I was like, oh my goodness, here we go.
Not about to get escorted out the salon. I could sit now with them holding her two arms. Get your hands off of me. Wireless pedicures.
Sorry, sister, if you watching this, I had to let the people know.
Honestly, how would we know unless somebody gives us that information?
Right, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and then it's like I don't know if the double-edged sword is the way to describe it, but if they've been trained and that's all they know how to do,
right,
then they're in their mind, they might be thinking this is the way to do it. This is the proper. Absolutely. And if there's someone that's been trained, but they know that there's other ways to do it, but they're not, the customer has no way of knowing that this is not the best route for them. Or even that there's a more personalized route for them, Right. I also think that's another conversation that we have to open up, the difference between sometimes, I would say a salon versus a spa. I don't know if this is all around, but like what I've noticed is like when I'm going to a spa, like when I go to work with the esthetician or when I go to get a massage or like when I went to your foot spa, they're very much catering to what I'm telling them I'm needing. Like maybe it's not the name, it's the volume, like you were saying, because when you're going in at this higher volume, it's like get in, get out. Everybody gets the same thing. There's no personalization. But each small business that I've gone to that is more like, I would say feels more like a spa, they're catering to my specific needs. Like when I went to your location, you're catering to the fact that I am getting rid of, I want the callus reduction. That's what I'm focused on. So you didn't just paint my nails and then have me walking around, with these rocks like, all right, we're done. So, I felt like you were catering to what I needed help with.
That's the rocks.
The rocks. Look, the rocks, boulders.
Not the boat.
They're rough. They're rough, all right. But Sharika told me they really weren't that bad, but still,
they weren't.
When you're aware that there's something that you can work on with your health and stuff, you're thinking about it. So, I've said that before. I've gone places where I've expressed that, like I told you, and I walked out feeling like, okay, you did everything except for what I asked you to do. So here we are again, finding a new location. And so with your location, with Shalon's location, I told her what I was looking for. I wanted a back rub. I wanted something that was going to help me relax. She didn't start, beating on a pan, making sounds to wake me up. And then I I went to Nam's place. She's an esthetician, and she did a facial for me. I told her what my concern was. It was about me having sensitive skin. It was about me trying to find ingredients that I could put on my skin to moisturize it and still have a glow. And she listened and she gave me exactly what I was looking for. It was tailored to my needs. So I think that goes back to what you said. Hey, MJ. MJ's cracking up about my boulders. Yeah. But I think back to
Hi, MJ. Shout out to MJ, though.
Yes. Oh, that's one of her shirts. Oh, what does it say on the side on the other one?
It's just my name and a cross, and then in the back.
Okay, yeah, I remember that part. That looks good. Okay, this is so cool. Watching the Boss Babe Business Show, interviewing Sharika, based out of Texas, verified business owner, while we have a verified business owner in the chat, and she's wearing her products from the verified business owner. I'm wearing jewelry from another business owner. I just love the fact that we all shop with each other and stuff. So cool. Hello. But yeah, that shirt looks good on you. And I love the cross on the side with your name. That is really gorgeous.
She did a wonderful job. I got another big order coming her way.
Yay! I'm excited. Yeah, she's been getting a lot of people looking. She said the shirt's still looking good. Yeah.
This one is, but not that polo.
Polo? Oh, you got a polo? Oh, when did you get it?
It came with the order.
The thing? Okay. Got you.
I got multiple things.
I knew you had the shirt. I knew you had the sweatshirt, right?
Got a sweatshirt, a jacket, a long sleeve shirt, the short sleeve shirt, and a polo.
Okay.
She did her thing.
Mm-hmm. She did her thing. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing what you get next, and also what they come up with. So, all right. The next question, I forgot there was a question or something that I was going to ask you, but then I got distracted and we started talking about the shirts and stuff.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We needed that conversation.
We did. So for me, just by nature, I like helping people learn.
She said I'm sorry. She said we got to reevaluate that polo. She said run that back. I figured she would.
It's all good. I know it was me. It wasn't her. It was me.
Well, she's probably going to reevaluate anyway, so just go ahead and expect a message soon. But, okay, so you were saying you enjoy helping people.
I enjoy helping educate people because, like you said, we didn't grow up learning this stuff. Mm-hmm. And so as I learn, I just like to share things that I've learned. So that's now taking me on my journey to become a nurse practitioner. Okay. So that's going to help elevate not only that medical side, but just that reassurance from building and filling in the gap between the medical as well as the cosmetic.
Got it. And I just want to give you your flowers on that because your dedication to educating yourself and, adding new things underneath your belt that are beneficial to your clients. I just love that. I feel like you are a great example of that. When people ask me oftentimes, like, what do I do in the process of me trying to grow my business? I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling overwhelmed. A lot of the times it does come down to the education portion. Mm-hmm. When you know that there's something that you're trying to promote, consistently being malleable, consistently looking for ways to grow, because we can never learn too much about how to take to our clients.
Right.
So I really love the fact that, you're focused on that. And
absolutely.
Congratulations on your continued
education. Thank you.
Yeah, we're so happy about that. We're happy for you in general. Like, you're doing such an amazing job, and you did host an event. Can you tell us about your event?
Yeah, so I was invited to host a lunch and learn session for seniors at a assisted living facility. That stemmed from a vendor health fair that I was at, and they wanted to have more information about feet at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And when I went there, like, everyone was so engaged, everyone, and not saying that the information I'm giving them is not that it's not out there. It's out there and they can get it. But I guess it's just easier when you have somebody that can break it down in layman's terms and make it, like you say, personalized to them and make it fit them. and help them understand how it affects them. And that is the part for me that I absolutely freaking love. And if I can do that all day, I would do that all day.
Absolutely freaking love.
Yes. Yes.
No, you're right though. I think it is about it being so chunky just in general. When we get a whole bunch of information thrown at us and our brains are all over the place, sometimes it helps to just have somebody that says, hey, let me break this down, and gives you like a little bit of a play-by-play or just information may be helpful. So I think you're correct spot on when it comes to that statement. So are you going to do some more?
So based off of that, I've gotten a request to do 6 more. So I have 2 at the end of this month. I have 4 for May and 2 more that's supposed to be coming in June. I haven't confirmed the June ones yet, but the ones for the end of this month and May have already been confirmed. And yes, I will be speaking at other facilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm super excited to hear all of these amazing things that are happening for your brand. You had your ribbon cutting, you're hosting your events, you're in the process of, or actually you already got your the massage chair, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for my next video. Wait. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. Listen, guys, I'm trying to tell you the best way to enjoy your night. Number 1, turn off your technology for the whole day. Only keep it on for emergencies. Keep it on D&D. Number 2, go over to Compassionate Souls LLC and get your feet done. And number 3, you're going to go get you some tacos right after. One of my quick taco spots is get on in there. I'm telling you, that's the perfect night. Anything that you're going through, you're going to be so at peace afterwards.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. Sometimes, even if it's not for the medical aspect, just the aspect of catering to yourself and treating yourself, we have to make that a priority. So definitely recommend 10 out of 10. Because that was good. I slept good that night. That's all I can say. I slept like a baby. That's why you told me to do something. Maybe I got home, I passed out. I woke up on the couch. Or I fell asleep on the couch and woke up on the couch. I was like, where am I?
I remember you telling me you fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, I was gone. One second I was laying reading notes and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna send this over to her. And the next second I was like, woke up in the middle of the night like, what the? Oh, it was a good day. It was a good day. That's the type of sleep that you need. You get that when you take care of yourself. So
yes.
So let's move into your services. Also, if you would like to, you can tell everybody your location and then move into the different services that you provide.
Okay. So I am located in Hurst, Texas, not too far from the DFW airport. You don't need the exact address, do you? Just the city.
No,
the city is
because everybody knows where Hurst, Fort Worth, Euless, Bedford, like that area is. But even if you're not close, I still recommend booking because it's worth the drive. If you want the quality, I would do it. Just wake up, do some snacks, bring some snacks on the road and get on over there because it's worth it.
And it's funny you say that because I have people right now that drive an hour and 45 minutes away.
Yeah, for me, it was like 45, 55 minutes. But that was one time? I think it was the first time. And the other time, I think it was traffic or something. But no, it was a little bit, but it's worth it. I'd rather drive and know that the service that I'm getting is quality than drive somewhere that's 5 minutes away and then walk out still feeling like boulders, like we talked about. Yeah, I don't want to do that. No.
Boulders.
Quality.
I think, in our society and today, we're so focused on convenience. Yeah. And, we'll pay for convenience. It's 5 minutes down the road, even though we know they jack us up, but we still gonna get them our money. Like, that's the part that just baffles me every time. And I don't understand. And then I'm just like, why don't you just go to a quality place from the get-go? Oh, because I don't want to drive an hour. I don't want to drive wherever it may be. But to each his own. At the end of the day, I'm here to fix the problem.
Yeah.
So when you get here, and I gotta fix the problem, because you didn't do it and do the preventive up front, that's how you spend more money.
True. True. You're not lying.
And that's the part I try to get people to understand. It's less expensive if you maintain and you're preventive ahead of time and you catch it early. But if I had to come behind and fix what somebody else broke and then help you fix it for the lifetime, that costs more money.
Yeah. Not just broke, added on extra. They added on extra damages. It wasn't like, oh, oopsies. It's like oopsies plus more, plus chemicals, plus cheese graters. It's just, the list goes on and on. Yeah. So no, I understand. And I do agree with you on what you're saying about us kind of loving that convenience. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, yes, we love the technology. We love the benefits of it. We love the benefits of something being close to us. But these advertisements have fed us the idea so much of convenience that now it feels like nothing else really matters. Like, oh, I need this food and this shop seems to be right next to me, so I'm going to go to that shop. Even though every time you go to that shop, you know, they don't speak to you when you walk in, but you still keep going there and spend the money on that shop. So it's like we have to break that cycle or that pattern of focusing on convenience and focus on quality, because that is how we keep businesses that care about what they're doing in business versus keeping businesses that don't care about what they're doing, what they're giving you, how they're giving it to you, the integrity that they have behind what they're doing. They don't care about that stuff. And then if we're giving them money, we're reinforcing that behavior. So I do agree with you. We talk about that almost every time that we get on the interview, but I feel like it's important. We as consumers know our value. You're extremely valuable as a consumer. If you want to experience a high quality experience when you go into a foot spa where they actually care about your foot health, then you are going to stop spending money with spas that only focus on the outer side of things and are not truly invested in your health. Not to say you can't get a cosmetic pedicure, but sometimes there's a need for more, and you want to work with people who care enough about you to say, hey, this looks nice, but there's something deeper that we need to address. That's the type of people that you want to work with, even if they're not the ones providing it, even if I'm referring you to a medical spa. But the fact that I cared enough to tell you this is something that could be a potential problem means that I'm not motivated by you giving me money. I'm motivated by you. So that's something to think about.
Agreed.
You said I still need that list. Yes.
Okay, let me go on and give you the list. So essentially, I do the same things that, not the same things. I can do the things that the regular salons do, all the polish, all the pretty, but that's not what I focus on. My specialty is fixing whatever issues that you come in with. So whether that be toenail reconstruction because you lost your toenail from an injury or from fungal, and now it's gone because you had to get it cut off or you had to get it removed, whatever the situation may be. I do toenail corrections where you have people that have curved and what we call in the medical world involuted toenails. So I help to get those straightened out through the use of a brace. No surgery, non-invasive. It does take time. And then I also do callus. I also do fungal. I also do toenail trimmings and toenail reductions. So I mean, the gamut of the things I do.
Yeah. Heavy on the callus reduction. For anybody that needs that, get to her.
And those are my two top. The two top is callus and nail thinning from the fungals. Yeah, those are my two top services.
Baby, let me tell you something. When I got out that chair from that callus reduction, I was a new woman. You couldn't tell me nothing. I don't even know these people anymore. Don't call me Katan. My name is Katana. I have evolved. I felt like
I love when there's evolution involved.
It's that confidence when you feel like, you're actually getting addressed what you knew you had an issue with or what you did not like. So it was a great service. I really do recommend it. And she said, okay, she wants your referral on Georgia locations that you feel like would have the same level of quality. So if you have any off the top of your head, feel free to share.
Oh, yes. I have to, I need to make sure she's still doing it. But yes, MJ, I have to text you that because I need to confirm that she's actually still doing it. But FYI, I am working on my multi-state license, so I might be able to come see you in Georgia.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun. I hope that you're able to make it in September too, MJ and Sharika, because I don't know if you'll be able to do the September one too. But for the Airbnb thing, because I would love for all of us
Oh,
in one room. That would be so.
yes.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do.
I would love to spend some one-on-one time with MJ.
You'll have a ball. She's gonna crack you up.
Oh,
And
I know,
crack
because
up
she do
on
on the phone. So
Yeah.
I already know.
Listen, I already know. She was like, I can't even imagine all of us in one room. I said, we're gonna be clowning the whole time. I said, we're not gonna get anything done. When we go
No,
because we'll be in that store for a good 2 hours doing absolutely nothing, just laughing, walking around. That's gonna
right,
be
right.
Yeah. But that's what I love about our community. So what else did you have that you wanted to showcase with us? I know you talked about your very common ones, which is the callus reduction, and what was the other one?
Fungal nail debriding or nail thinning.
Okay. And then what other services or what all else do your services entail?
Well, a foot assessment.
Okay. Yes, foot assessment was good.
She said we would need chaperones.
We'll let Barry be the chaperone. How's that? So Dr. Justice for Barry approach. But yeah, we definitely will. We're not gonna be able to stay focused on one. We'll be getting a call. I'll be getting a call from my assistant. Like, did y'all finish the shopping? We're still in the store. We haven't actually started shopping yet. You're right. You're right, MJ.
But most of my services, they have a foot assessment included, and then it varies per the individual. The infection control process, the sanitation process. Most services have hydration, moisturization. Depending on the service, you may get a free product to go with whatever you have going on. And then depending on the person's circulatory issues or immune issues, there's diabetic protocols, there's neuropathy protocols. So just depending on the medical condition that I'm dealing with, there are certain protocols that I have to follow to make sure that I'm not aggravating that condition.
Got it. Makes sense. Are there any other updates within your community, your business, or your events that you would like to share with anyone that's in the DFW area?
So I need to work on, and I know you and I have had this conversation about doing something not senior tailored, but just something just in general. So I do need to work on that piece. I haven't right now. The seniors are taking over, so, they ain't giving me no space. They ain't giving me no
room. They said, we need you for the next 6.
Facts.
Which is amazing. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And okay, so I'll keep that in mind. And also, if there's anyone else that's in the DFW area that's looking to collaborate with quality businesses and you have something that you feel like would be of value, please visit her website, learn more about her mission, try out a service and experience it for yourself so you can have that confidence when you're speaking to it. It's Compassionate Souls. Is it Compassionate Souls LLC.com? Okay. Compassionate Souls. Okay. So CompassionateSouls.com is where you can go to look at her information. She has photos of her work. And then you can also look at the different services she just talked about, where you have the entry level, the welcoming pedicure, where she's going to assess you and learn about what your needs are. You have the pedicures where you're coming back to get taken care of again. So check that out. And then I will keep you up to date on collabs, Sharika, because there is something that I'm deeply considering doing for the members of our directory that I think would be awesome. But it's just about how I'm going to execute it, because we got people that are nationwide. We got people that have a location, brick and mortar. Some are online. So I have to decide on how I'm going to administer
navigate all that.
Yeah. But that'll be after. I'm going to finish one thing at a time. And right now our focus is distributing these magazines. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I will keep you up to date.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. You're always welcome to host a workshop. If you want to host a workshop at our Soft Girl Sundays, you're always welcome.
Working on the room for you.
Okay, good. She said working on the room. We have our upcoming Soft Girl Sunday. We have two opportunities. One of them is interviews. It's not really a workshop, but then we do have a workshop happening with Nicole Smith. She's the founder of AL Publishing and Consulting. And her focus is on grieving, self-forgiveness, and self-care, and overall just self-love. So she's going to be providing that for 20 to 30 minutes to any women that feel like they are hard on themselves, any women that feel like they've gone through loss in their life and don't necessarily want to talk about it with people that don't understand it. And then any women who just want to practice boosting their confidence. So that is one of our upcoming ones. Yeah, thank you. I thought so as well. But if you ever think of anything that you feel like, which I know you have a few things you're passionate about, but you feel like the community needs to hear and get access to, we'd love to have you. I think education is really, back to what you were saying before, education is really what helps to move our community forward. Mm-hmm. And it makes people feel less overwhelmed about the unknown.
Right.
So it's not as scary going in to get your feet done, or when you hear the word medical, because a lot of people, when they hear medical, I'm thinking I'm not coming out with my Piggly Wigglies like, what kind of pedicure is this? So for some people, it's just different. But when you get education and you understand how it's necessary to see that health, it puts you in a different mind space, and that's in every area. That's your body, romance, friendship, business, all of that. So, congrats to you. Any last message that you want to leave, or any motivational message you want to leave for someone tonight?
I will say, and I don't know if it's really business related. I guess you can tie it back to business, but my thing, just going through some things that I recently went through, just don't take anything for granted. Whatever it is, just whatever opportunity it is, whatever things you may need to want to say or do, don't take it for granted. If that opportunity is there, take advantage of that moment and do what you need to do in that moment, because we can't buy back time.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I feel like that needs to be on a t-shirt.
Well, we got MJ on the line.
We do. I want to say thank you again, Sharika, for coming
Absolutely.
and presenting your business. Congratulations on all of your achievements, on your recent events, on your ribbon cutting, on your quality services, but most importantly, on your dedication to educating the community so that they can have better health versus better image, because that's what's important. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Of course.
Good night.
Good night. Have a wonderful evening. Okay, so again, another event, another interview that was awesome. We always have great interviews on the Boss Babe Business Show. But if you are an entrepreneur and you feel like you have something that is on your mind that you want to discuss or you want to talk about, please go and apply. Tonight, I'm going to briefly just walk through some of the events that we have upcoming online and in person for any entrepreneurs that are out there that want a little support, a little insight, or maybe you have friends or family that need that. So I would ask that anyone that likes to follow along with me, you're going to go to bossbabeblog.com. And when you go to bossbabeblog.com, it's going to take you to the homepage, and you're going to click on the section that says events. When you click on the events section, it's going to take you to the page with not all, because we got way more, but many of our highlighted opportunities and events for our business. So the first opportunity and event that we have upcoming is a $10 website design class. If you are someone where you are needing help with designing a website, you can't pay just yet, or you don't want to pay just yet because you want to take your time. This is a $10 website design class, 30-minute class, where I'm going to teach you platform options to design a free website, how to create a crisp, clean visual to elevate your website's appearance, how to use or promote a free domain, and what you should invest in down the line as you're starting to grow your business. The reason why this website class was created was because I had the entrepreneurs in mind that do see the value in investing in their brand, but maybe just don't have the resources or funding status to do so. We oftentimes talk about the importance of investing in yourself, but we don't always acknowledge the people who do see the importance of investing in themselves, but they have to do it strategically because they're not at the funding status where they can, spend $1 million on a service, or spend $10,000 on a website service or website design, or even spend $500. Normally, websites can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on who's designing them, what the brand is for, what the industry is. And so a lot of people just don't have that laying around to spend on the website, because that's paying for the website. That's not paying for the entire business or the services or the selling of the website or the promoting. That's the website design alone. And a lot of people don't have that ability to do that. And some of them that have had the ability to purchase, sign up for a website, they still need help with operating the website, because website management is a whole nother service in itself. So I created this course so that people can come and get insight on how to create their own website, how to use the back of office, what platforms I recommend if you need a free domain, and how to market that free domain until you're able to purchase your own consistently. The next thing that I'll be sharing, oh, hold on. So that one is nationwide. I forgot to say it's nationwide. You can book your seat on our website, bossbabeblog.com. And it's hosted on the first Saturday of every month. I believe it's 9 a.m. to 9:30 or 9:30 to 10, one of two Central Time. And that is right before I get ready to leave to go to my physical in-person brunch. So it's a busy morning, but it's invested, and it's a special time that I've invested into teaching people how to design their own website. So the next one is going to be our DFW Youth Workshop. So this event is actually a test event just to see what the community thinks. And if they love the event and a lot of people want to come out and attend, then we'll do it again. But on May 2nd in McKinney, Texas, we're going to be hosting a DFW workshop available to for kids that are 8 to 17 years old. And we're teaching them website design, leadership skills, socialization skills, confidence boosting, and community. So there's 60 free seats available. If you know anyone that's based in DFW, Texas, which is like North Texas area, that can travel to McKinney, Texas, and would like to bring their little ones to come and learn how to do this, I'm welcoming you out. Like I said, it's $0. It's free to the community. There's nothing required. Now, if you do want to contribute to it, you can donate on our website, but it's not required for you to attend this event. If there are any parents that are wondering how they can help or support sponsor events like this, again, it could be the website donation, or you can just purchase a meal when you get to the restaurant. There's a lot of options, but it's not required if you're wanting the support and you need the resources, but you are limited funding. All right. Next, we have our Small Business Expo. So I'm excited to say that our Small Business Expo 2 times in a row has been able to contribute to someone gaining sales for their business. And we are allowing entrepreneurs to come get the word out about their business, their products, and their services on a live selling platform. And you're going to have your business information listed in the credits. So we do the live, we talk about your brand, and then we list your website in the credits. If you're someone that wants to be a part of that expo, then you want to check that out. Okay, yay, okay. Oh, wow, I read half of the message. Okay, well, if you have, well, for you, I mean, you can, I think your daughter is, you're talking about, you have one that is like, they're both teenage, one of them's teenager and one of them's like in the like 18, 19 area somewhere on, okay, yeah. So that should be fine, because if they want to come together, they can accompany each other if they want to do that. Oh, one of them is 12. Okay, and then the 12-year-old, if you're comfortable with it, she can come with me. It's just up to you. Just let me know. But even then, if you find an adult that you want to have and accompany her for the event, she can come on out. I'd love to have her. And then I'll teach her how to, design her own website. And, we can work together. Bring my little niece. Go ahead. I love the kids. I love the children. And I think when I did Soft Girl Sunday event for the Easter, well, it wasn't Easter technically, but I welcome people whether they celebrate it or not. But seeing the kids there and being able to like play with them and do the scavenger hunt really unlocked that side of me that I forgot how much I love spending time with and doing things for children. So I'm definitely getting back to that. What time? So this one is, let's see. This one is great question. I want to give the wrong time. 12:30 to 2 p.m. So it's about an hour and 30 minutes. And I did that because I wanted to make sure that we spend the first 30 minutes actually teaching like how to operate, find, use, and understand the website platform that I'm going to be teaching them. But then the rest of it is just to answer their questions and make sure they feel good about it. So I'm going to invite them. And then anyone that does attend in person, all of the kids, whether it's them with their family, their siblings, I will give them an invite to our website class that's online after for the next month so that they can join there if they have more questions. So that way we'll make sure they feel good about, having their website up. But yes, I would love that. You just let me know. I do have more than one adult, so we will have other adult chaperones. But because I don't know everyone's children, one-on-one, that's why I have on the description, everybody be accompanied. If they have an older sibling, that works too. But we can work it out. Just let me know. Okay. So the next thing that I have is going to be, let's see. Oh, I didn't mention for this DFW workshop, we are teaching them how to design their own website, how to operate it, whether they have a laptop, an iPad, or a phone. I recommend bringing the laptop or iPad, but if they don't have that, a phone works fine. Any phone, it can be iPhone or an Android. Parents will need to let me know what information you're wanting to use to start the website, because depending on the age of the child, sometimes determines on if you're wanting to control that website information or if you're okay with them having it. So upon booking, you will receive a prompt to give the information of the child that will be attending, and as well as the website, email, and all that stuff that you're wanting them to use when creating the website. And we'll also be doing some confidence boosting exercises and conversations. It's just to encourage leadership skills, confidence boosting skills within our community. I know right now in this day and age of technology, social media, all these unrealistic expectations and standards, they can sometimes get projected onto our youth. And I want to create a space where they can come and gain some insight to give them confidence on starting their own business, but also to encourage leadership and individual thinking over group thinking, and help them understand that in order for you to have your own business, anything that you're going to have with your dreams, you have to be an individual thinker, and you have to put aside the worry about what other people think of you and focus on what is right decision for your life. So that is the conversation that I'll be having with them, and kind of some of the exercises that we'll be discussing in the room. So if you know anyone that has little ones that would like to be a part of this, go ahead and tell them to come on through, bring my future nieces and nephews, and let's teach them how to design this website. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing, the next event that I have is, oh, hold on. Gotta go back. Oh, and I didn't mention 60 seats. I think I mentioned that earlier. 60 seats for the in-person event. The next one is a small business expo that I talked about. Business owners can come and stream live on our platform. Our YouTube platform has grown significantly. So we went from seeing 1,000 views a month to now seeing over 15,000 views a month on our YouTube channel. So there's been a lot of growth happening because I've been consistently posting content to make sure we're putting ourselves out there. And on top of that, we went from 80 subscribers to now 227 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're an entrepreneur that wants to sell your products on our platform, thank you. If you're an entrepreneur that wants to sell your products on our platform, you can come and join our Small Business Expo. If you just want to watch, it's free to watch. And, we'd love to have you on and be a part of the conversation, network, connect, all of that. But if you are wanting to come on and actually present, we have options. I can interview you on the platform, or you can come on and present for 20 to 30 minutes and just share the information on your own. Like if you have products behind you and you want to do a full display, think of those shopping networks that we used to watch late at night, depending on your age, because some of y'all might not know what I'm talking about if you're a little younger, but those shopping networks we watch. And I can't think of the name of the network for some reason, but it's just like that. It's a shopping network, except for it's streaming on a Saturday and it's during the daytime, so people can watch it and they can watch the replay. The last one that we did, we had 93 viewers on the live throughout the time that we were on. That's only including while we were live. That's not including after the replay. So it will continue to grow. And the platform itself, like I said, over 15,000 views each month is what we generate to our platform. And our goal right now, we're shooting for 20,000 views by the end of this month. I'm secretly a little scared because, well, not scared, but like, how do I put it? We made 15,000 views. And I said, this month I want to strive for 20,000 views. But then there's a part of me on the inside that's like, okay, if I make 20,000 views, the next for 30,000 or 25,000. So, I wasn't expecting for us to grow this quickly, but the pressure of trying to make sure that we keep that going is real. But we've been doing a really good job. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kenitra. Okay, so now that I talked about the Small Business Expo, I do want to make a couple of points, important points clear. The first thing is that our audience is going to be around 90% women, 10% men. There's still women that purchase lifestyle products and services for men because they have sons, they have husbands. So keep that in mind. You can share products, you can share services, connections, events, anything that you want to share and promote to sell from your business on our live. And then also, If you decide to purchase a ticket, you can come on for 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes and show off your products. This is a final sale event. However, it's only, I think we have it set at just $10 at this moment. And if you decide to, if you can't come, it's final sale, but it's just $10. And I really did that because I wanted to give people an opportunity to promote their products and stuff, but not have to break the bank to do it, but still be able to get some exposure. All right. So the next one that we have is going to be our Soft Girl Sunday event. This happens on the first Sunday of each month from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Come meet up with us on the first Sunday to practice self-care, self-treating while receiving snacks and great energy, facials, beauty, and genuine connections. There are 2 different tickets for Soft Girl Sunday. The first ticket is for vendor admission and the second ticket is for guest admission. If you are wanting to be a guest at Soft Girl Sunday, you do not have to pay anything. It is $0 entry. If you would like to shop with vendors that happen to be there, you have the ability to do that and you'll love them because they're amazing. But it is not required for you to be in the building, for you to receive some of the free perks, for you to get the motivational message, for you to attend the workshops. All of that is free. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that was it. QVC. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So if you hear QVC, you know what I'm talking about, then we right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. But the Small Business Expo is what that's similar to. It's just that it's daytime and it replays. People can come back and watch that replay on our YouTube channel. But that's kind of like the vibe we're going for. All right. So back to Soft Girl Sunday. For this upcoming Soft Girl Sunday, I have some really cool things that I got to share with everybody. The first one is that we are going to be giving away free drinks. Our vendor, she's a dry hire catering service, which means that you hire her as a mixologist for events, but you just need to provide the liquor or the alcohol. She is going to be coming out and giving out free drinks to the community. So all you need to do is try one of her Jello shots and then leave her a review on her page, and it's just going to give you a free drink. What? So you can go and treat yourself. And, sometimes drinks are a little bit on the higher end, depending on where you're going. Nothing wrong with paying for a drink. But I'm not going to lie, I've been to a couple places where I was like, well, this costs the whole ticket. But you get to come in and try a drink complimentary from the Max Experience. And she has actually catered for us at our previous event, which was the karaoke event. So that's the first thing that I want to let everybody know. The next thing that you should know is that I will be hosting podcast interviews from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. For the first 40 people who register to this event, you will have an opportunity to be interviewed during this podcast. Now, for the first 50 people that register to this event, you will receive a free self-care gift baggie that's going to have a couple of self-care items in it, encouraging you to take care of yourself and thanking you for attending because we appreciate your presence. For the first 100 people to go and register, that's how many seats we have available, you will be able to earn a chance to win the Jumbo Soft Girl Sunday Care Package. And here's what we got. So this care package is coming from one of our event sponsors, Nails by Fair. I'm actually wearing her nails now. Nails by Fair. You guys probably saw my commercial that I did advertising to be on her next ad. She said I got the job, so you guys might see me there too. But she has, let's see. So for this package, she has her cotton moisturizing gloves. She has intensive hand balm. This hand balm lasts for so long. Oh my God, this hand balm lasts for so long. I still have mine. She also has cuticle oil. It's a huge thing of cuticle oil that also lasts very long. So this is to apply every morning and evening for softer cuticles and moisturized fingers. Ingredients: aloe vera oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, rosehip oil, coconut oil, vitamin E oil, some fragrance. I think it's called Yang Yang. And then sweet orange lavender. So that is the cuticle oil coming from Nails by Fair. The next item that you're going to receive from her is Nourishing Sugar Scrub. And it's not like a small one. It's a nice little size right there back there. So you get that, and then you get another pair of cotton moisturizing gloves. So 2 cotton moisturizing gloves, 1 cuticle oil that is 10 milliliters or 0.33 fluid ounces. And then you get an intensive hand balm, deeply nourishing with mango butter, shea butter, and vitamin E. Ooh, that sounds so good. And then Nourishing Sugar Scrub. So these are just some of the many things that are going to come inside this package from Nails by Fair. So shout out to Nails by Fair. Appreciate her so much. And these are press-on nails, by the way. People ask me very often, like, did you get this done at the salon? This is press-on nails, and they look like salon quality. Like, they are not the thin ones. These are thick. And that's part of the reason probably why people think that they're salon nails. But no, these are press-on nails, and I love them. And Nails by Fair has been able to sponsor our events and provide gifts for multiple individuals, and they love them. So that is some of the stuff that's going to be inside the jumbo self-care package. Now let's move to the other items that you should expect from this event, or the other complimentary things. First thing is we're going to have a jumbo soft girl package. Everybody gets a chance to win a raffle if you register. The rules for the raffle is that you must be in the building in order to win it, because it's going to be a juicy package. We will be treating all registrants to complimentary refreshments, treats, and soft girl care packages. All 50 registrants. After 50, everybody gets a raffle. And then free live music from DJ One. He always has some great music for each event. And then we have event photography coming from Greenhouse Photography. Now, if you want to, book them for like a shadowing for the event, I believe that option is available, but they will also be taking group event photos. So just pictures of the natural organic movements of everybody. Then we have Custom Keys Designs. She's designing a beautiful selfie booth / podcast interviewing station where I will be interviewing everybody from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Then we have free eye glam from the Glam Switch. Everyone loved her eye glam the last time she came. We have some really talented makeup artists in our directory. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to Maked by Jay. Shout out to the Glam Switch. Shout out to Sanchel, another talented makeup artist listed in our directory. And they all happen to be DFW based. Then we have a free workshop on grief, forgiveness, and self-love being hosted by AL Publishing and Consulting. And their booth will be in their booth from 1:30 or from 1 p.m. to 1:30. Then we have 4 motivational speakers. We have LaShonda Irving joining us. We have Nicole Smith. We have Shay Creighton, and we have myself. 2 of them are based out of Texas, which is me and Shay, the owner of Kisses by Monique. And then we have 2 that are based out of Louisiana, which is Nicole and LaShonda. We also have some wonderful vendors for any ladies that want to shop the community and explore the lovely businesses. If you're wanting more information about those vendors, I can actually pull up the link and show you right now. So first vendor that we're going to shout out is going to be, first the location, which is based at Sugaring LA in Plano Legacy. This is a business that is listed in our directory for the year of 2025. They are a spa. They provide facials and they provide cleaner hair removal services through sugaring over waxing, because sometimes the ingredients for waxing can be toxic to your body. And depending on how your wax specialist has been trained, if they're not pulling your hair the right way, they're going against the way your hair grows instead of with it. Then we have AL Publishing Consulting, selling their book publishing brand. We have a scholarship available to women that want to publish their own book but are on limited funding. You can have that done. You can join her self-publishing course for less than $50, or if you get the first 10, and then after that, less than $60. So very wonderful opportunity for us to take $175 off of that price. Then we have, Kisses by Monique, women's apparel, accessories, provide special orders, plus size, petite, stylish jewelry, and more. We also have another vendor, Pink Lavish Jewels. This is an ASL owned brand. India, extremely passionate, loves to take care of people. She has uniquely handcrafted jewelry and perfect for special occasions. Then we have JKL. This is a kid-owned brand. JKL is a brand that provides kids apparel that is appropriate, uplifting. And if any ladies have little ones and decide to shop, you can shop, and you can also check out their lemonade stand. They recently received their food handler certification and now are selling lemonades. And they look so good at our last event. I'm actually supposed to be meeting up to get me some. And then those are the vendors that we have for the Soft Girl Sunday. So shout out to all of them. And I'm so excited. Also, I should note that JKL is owned by my boss nephews. So just be prepared, okay? I'm very proud of them. Very, very proud of them. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next event at bossbabeblog.com. And that is, hold on. All right. The next event that we have is going to be our Boss Babe Blog podcast discussion. Entry. If you would like to be a part of the podcast discussion as a guest in the audience, it's free. You can just come watch us live on YouTube, or you can go listen to us on Amazon Music, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. And I'm missing one there. There's other ones. There's at least 6 more that I don't have listed on here, but they're like podcaster platforms. And then you could also watch us on the homepage of our website. As if you go to bossbabeblog.com and scroll down, the podcast is playing. Each podcast is about different topics. We talk about wholesome, entertaining, laughable, serious, vulnerable conversations about life, personal growth, and business growth. Everyone is welcome to the conversation. Come and talk with us. If you would like to be a panelist on the podcast, if you are a member of our directory, you get at least one podcast interview. We have a promo going on right now, even if you're not a yearly member. So you just need to go to the website, or you need to text us at 833-705-4352. I had to think about it. That's our new text assistance line. You need to text us there, and we can figure out if you are getting a complimentary feature or if you are someone that gets access to all of the podcast conversations and a one-on-one interview. So that's the first thing. If you are not a member of our directory, but you would still like to be a panelist for our podcast, it's nationwide. Entry right now is set at $100. So you can go and check that out. It's going to get you entry to one podcast discussion where we will be discussing the topic of the month. Right now, our next topic is how to have better business relationships and how to have better client relationships. Then we have our Boss Babe Blog Brunch, which is hosted on the first Saturday of every month at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yes, our next brunch will be hosted during the same time of the DFW workshop, because the business owners that are there can also claim this opportunity, as well as network with other parents in the community and see how we can bring value to each other. So that one, it is $10 if you're wanting to be interviewed. If you're just wanting to attend to learn about it, learn about me, you can come up there and just talk. But if you're wanting to be interviewed on my live platform when you get there, then it will be $10. Then we have our small business wind down. This is a nationwide room. Our hardworking directory members get to come, release, laugh, cry, do whatever you need to do to get the stresses out over the week. It's fun. We laugh. We're silly together. And it's a great place for us to just connect and be human. So if you would like to do that, you have to be a member of the directory first. And if you are a member, you just need to text us or go to the portal and request access to the room, and you'll get it if you don't already have it. Then we have our free sales webinar. This is on the first Thursday of each month, 5 p.m. Central Time to 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Come be a part of our virtual sales webinar to receive behaviors that may help boost sales in your business from our CEO and founder, me. This is a free webinar. Come tap in. So I get so many questions throughout the day, throughout events, as I'm networking. And I wish I could answer all of them all at once, but I can't. There's only one of me, and I still have to do things for my clients, for my business. However, I did dedicate spaces to where I can be intentional and ready to answer questions and give insight. This webinar is dedicated to providing complimentary insight on how to gain sales and clients in your business. I share 10 different behaviors that have helped me with gaining clients and sales and maintaining my brand for these last five years. I share that in this webinar. After sharing that information, I leave the floor open for about 5 to 10 minutes for people to ask questions about the concepts that I've shared in the webinar. If that's something that you would like to take advantage of and you see the value in it, join us. And if you've already joined, feel free to share your experience. But that's the last. Oh, I'm sorry. I got another event, and that's what we're on right now. Boss Babe Business Show. So this is Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. You can come socialize, play games. Sometimes we do prizes. You can watch small businesses advertise their products, share their story. It's a great wind down show, and it gives some inspiration and resources too. Guest admission is free. We want to see you there if you want to just chill and relax. Interviewee admission right now is free. So you just need to go and apply. If you're a member of the directory, you are pre-approved and you are able to be interviewed all year. So you fill out your information, but you can just say directory member. If you're not a directory member, you need to fill out the application information. If you are approved, we'll interview you for free. Application, $0 to apply. Being interviewed, $0 to be interviewed. And you can still have your brand advertise and promote if you're approved. Let's see. I got 3 last events, and then that's a wrap for the night. We're going to end a little early tonight because I do have quite a few things that I got to take care of for our community this evening. So the next event is a success room. This is a room on the first Monday of every month from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. This is where you come to talk about how you can grow your business and what behaviors have been helping you with seeing sales, and also to celebrate your success. It is an intentional room. No excuse making, mindset sharpening, business focusing community meeting. So you are doing that active work to find something positive to share about your brand. And I did this intentionally because I noticed one of the biggest downfalls of people who are trying to be entrepreneurs or creators is their mindset. I've even heard some of the most successful and trending salespeople talk about how mindset is a huge reason why a lot of people are unable to achieve. And part of that comes from us not being intentional about the words that are coming out of our mouth when it comes to our dreams and our goals. So I have had sat in so many rooms where I looked at an entrepreneur and I said, tell me one positive thing about your business. And they struggled and could not find one positive thing about their brand. That's one experience. I've been in places where we are all actively here to talk about our wins. And then when I get to a person, they will say, I don't have anything positive. I don't have any wins. I know it can feel that way when you're feeling discouraged. However, it is extremely important to understand that you can't be the captain of the ship and the bad apple of the ship as an entrepreneur. You can't. You have to choose which one you're going to be. And the one that you choose to be is going to determine the momentum of your business. So if you are going to be the bad apple where you're always putting yourself down because you're not seeing the growth that you feel like you quote unquote should see, or you're talking negatively about yourself, and when people want to know more about you, you're so focused on telling them what you don't have and what you haven't achieved, or you're unable to highlight how you can be of value to someone, you're not going to see that momentum in the growth of your business. And when a person asks you, what good things do you have going on for your brand, you should be able to list off at least like 5 to 10, even if you've had a bad day and even if you've had a slow month, because there's something that's positive in your business. And if other people are the ones that have to make you see it, there's a chance that your chances of being successful might be a little lower than a person who, you don't have to make me see the value of my business. You don't have to make me see the wins that I contribute to in my life. Even on my days when I feel low, you don't have to make me see it. You might say something, and I say, you know what, you're right. But you don't have to force me to see it. I know, even if I don't feel like it in that moment. So that's extremely important. And I don't think entrepreneurs give enough credit to that piece of entrepreneurship, because it can be the thing that can have you sink or swim. And like I said, if you choose to be the captain of your ship, you're going to see empowerment. You're going to see excitement and momentum. And a great testament to this that I'm so happy, proud, blessed, whatever you want to call it, to experience is I recently just opened up a team member position for the Boss Babe blog for membership specialists, so that when people want to do a discovery call, they can actually book a discovery call with a membership specialist now. And that membership specialist will ask them questions about their goals and give them information on our membership to help them decide if this is going to be a great fit for their brand before they go to apply. So that we're not even, we're not wasting anyone's time, because you need to learn if this is the right place for you first before you decide to apply to it. So now we have that process in. But I was doing interviews, and every interview that I've conducted, the person that I sat down with is like, I've been watching what you've been doing. I've been a member of your community, or I've been seeing the things that you're posting, and I really love what you're about. If I didn't have a mindset of finding something positive in what I'm doing every day, even on the days where I feel low, I wouldn't be here where I'm able to even have that conversation with a person. And I wouldn't have people who were that excited about wanting to be a part of the team and wanting to promote it, represent it, or give to it, or contribute to it. And this excitement, it's so funny to say it. I get emotional thinking about it. But like when I worked in retail as a manager, even though I had teams who loved me to death and sometimes didn't even want to take a promotion, they'd rather stay at my location than take a raise and go to a different location. The amount of excitement and like energy that I feel from people through these screens, through these interviews, and even in person too, it's almost like I can't compare it. It's so authentic and I can feel it. I feel how excited they are. And the crazy thing about it is that it's for my business. It's not for a business that I'm working for, that they feel excited to want to be a part of that mission. So that comes from the behavior of me finding a positive, even on the days when I didn't feel positive or when I didn't feel like something was going well. You will never hear the words come out of my mouth, there's nothing good happening. And if you do, I need you to shake me, because that's not regular Catan. But when people ask me what's going on with my business, how's business going? It's going wonderful because we're making changes that are helping us grow. It's going great because we're putting ourselves out there with the community. It's important. And that's why the Success Room was created, because we don't make ourselves have that conversation and dialogue enough. And when you start making yourself do that, you start to find your mind doesn't have to feel forced to do it. It just naturally starts to do it. So that's what the Success Room is dedicated to. So when you get in there, don't tell me you don't have anything positive about your business, because that is what this room is for. So you will have intentionally taken the time to make a list of something positive about your brand or about your mission. Now, the Motivation Room is different. This event is 6 p.m. Central Time to 7 p.m. Central Time, and it is on the first Monday of each month. It is to come and release, to vent, to connect, to find resources, to be embraced and to embrace in a non-judgmental space that doesn't have to be about business. So if you're just not feeling positive, if you're just not feeling like you have a win, if you just don't feel it, you need to come to the Motivation Room. And if you feel it and you're ready, you need to go to the Success Room. Those are two different rooms. And if you feel it, but in the moment you're not feeling it, you need to release, then you need to be in both of those rooms. But this is a space for us to be human, be emotional, be vulnerable, release that, and not feel any judgment, and know that it's a safe space for you to do so. Those events, each of those events is $20 admission. However, for the year of 2026, if you decide to purchase, you will receive access to all remaining Motivation and Success Rooms for the year of 2026. You just have to purchase one ticket there. Okay, the next thing, the last event, last but never least, is the Boss Babe Release Room. This is a private BTS, aka behind the scenes Boss Babe Release Room, with our CEO, me, and our patrons. So you have to be a part of my Patreon account to be a part of this one. This is like behind the scenes. You get to see like an authentic version of me at any events that we attend, but depending on the event determines what we're doing. So like if we're doing a selling webinar, I might not be just talking about life stuff all the time. But in the Boss Release Room, you can come and let out whatever it is you want to let out and just be human. We can laugh together. We can cry together. The same thing in these other rooms, but this one's a little different because by signing up to become a patron, your funding is going, or your funds is going towards funding the operations of our brand. And our brand is all about promoting small businesses and getting customers through their doors and getting traffic to their website. So just by being a patron, you're supporting us. So if you decide to sign up, it's $5 a month. And there are benefits that come with that, like you get unlimited access to all of the posts that I create about my entrepreneurship journey, things that I've gone through personally, business-wise, emotions that I've had to process, ways I had to get out of my own way, ways I had to create a solution out of something that felt negative. I talk about a lot of these things, and then I share workbooks. So if you want access to that, plus access to the Boss Babe Release Room, you're going to click on my Patreon, and then you're going to go subscribe. And every month that we take $5 from your Boss Babe account, with your permission, we are taking $5 to put towards these events that I just listed, to help support and also to elevate the experience for my clients at bossbabeblog.com. So thank you all so much for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. I truly appreciate you all. If you want to catch the replay, catch the replay. Thank you. A huge, huge, huge thank you to everyone that has watched, shared, subscribed, attended, interviewed, talked about our show and our YouTube platform, because it's because of you all together collectively that we are at 226 subscribers, and we are at over 15,000 views per month streaming on our YouTube channel. Now, before we end this show, I do need to go ahead and shout out our sponsors. So let's just get through these sponsors. You may find someone that will be able to provide a solution to you as well. And hold on. Okay. So first things first, if you would like to sponsor our show and our events, you can use this QR code and go pay $50 to be a sponsor and have your brand listed on this show. Now let's move into saying thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. First, we're going to start off with JC Fashion Finds Boutique. So this boutique is a business that is verified and listed in our directory as a member, but they also provide the JC Change program that's dedicated to helping women with getting clothes, even when they don't have that budget to spend a whole bunch of money. Maybe they don't have any income to do that. They provide free apparel vouchers. So you can donate to their mission. You can also just go shop with them, because by shopping with them, you're also supporting their mission. And you can find beautiful women's apparel and accessories. Right now, there are two collections. The first collection is the Signature Collection, And that is brand new items. That is sets, bohemian style, jackets, like all kinds of items. Then you have the JC Fashion Finds collection. And the Fashion Finds collection is going to be pieces that are pre-loved items. So these are pre-loved items that, they're able to sell at a much lower price point, anywhere from like $5.99 to $6.99, $10.99, $12.99 for jackets, sweaters, shawls, so many items. I love the fact that this boutique does that because they provide an affordable option for all women. Whether you're someone that is needing clothes for a business interview and you don't have any financial funding, you can apply for their voucher, their free clothing voucher program. Whether you're someone that you can purchase a few items, but you're on a specific budget until you have that funding, you can go and look at their Fashion Finds collection. And if you are someone that you love fashion, you don't necessarily have that budget because you have the funding status to spend a little bit more, you can look at their signature collection. But they provide versatility and they're all about women's confidence. So shout out to JC Fashion Finds Boutique. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you for sponsoring our show. Thank you for being a patron. Thank you for joining our membership specialist team. Thank you for providing quality products, because I've purchased a few for my clients. And also, you should know that if you're one of my clients, you may receive items from their boutique. All right. The next sponsor we are shouting out is travelwithmj.net. So travelwithmj.net, we do the heavy lifting so you can travel light. Huge thank you to this brand. It is owned by Miriam Jackson, who also happens to be on our live with us this evening. And she has 4 businesses listed in our directory now. However, if we're talking about Travel with MJ, she has been able to service and provide wonderful experiences for multiple customers in our community. She also has wonderful reviews about her ability to assess your travel needs and provide you with a personalized vacation. So if you need a travel advisor, if you need someone to plan a vacation, or you simply need a credible travel booking portal, you want to go to travelwithmj.net. She currently has a surprise coming up that I won't spoil, but I will tell you, visit her website and check out her events, because you will be happily pleased with all the things that she's doing to educate her community on travel. All right. Oh, let me take a sip of water, y'all. Woo! Catch my breath. I do know a lot about these businesses. So with each person that I'm promoting, this is information that I've just studied, learned, researched, and experienced, because I've shopped with, if I haven't shopped with them directly, my customers have shopped with them directly. My clients have shopped with them directly, or I've collaborated with them. So there's a lot of credibility coming through here with a lot of these sponsors. And some of them I have not shopped with or collaborated with. I'm not affiliated with them, but they decided to go out of their way and become a sponsor of our show. So Charlie Shops is the next sponsor. You are looking for deals and custom gift baskets, then you need to be texting 757-842-0556 yesterday. The reason why is because they have holiday, birthday, party, couples themed baskets. And if you're looking for decorative pieces, she also has a home staging and decorating brand too. But Charlie Shops is wonderful. I have purchased many baskets from Charlie Shops. She's done baskets for my events where I've done like a raffle. She's done self-care baskets where I purchased some for my family members. She's done foot care baskets. I mean, there's just so much. So huge shout out to Charlie Shops. Again, phone number 757-842-0556. The next brand that I want to shout out is actually going to be DFW based, EliteHair.net. So DFW Texas Hair Braider, based out of the Dallas, Texas area, and they're providing hair braiding services. You can visit their website and you can leave an inquiry. They also were at our upcoming event, which was our previous event, which was a Soft Girl Sunday event. The next business that we're shouting out is Bling with Shell. So nationwide jewelry provider. The website is attached as well as a QR code. This is another verified business listed in our directory. Shelly is wonderful. Shelly is definitely a part of the heart of our community. She has donated and supported so many entrepreneurs, and she also donated a huge box of jewelry to all of the women at Soft Girl Sunday to give them just basically like a little bit of a self-care treat. And I was able to provide that through her donation at my event. And it felt wonderful to be able to send home those ladies with jewelry and necklaces and, just something nice that they weren't expecting, because sometimes they come out to be of service, and to be able to provide them with a gift I absolutely love that experience. So thank you, Bling with Shell. Check out her jewelry, shop with her. You won't be disappointed. Our next sponsor is going to be MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.com. So phone number 229-234-2741. Business swag apparel, custom apparel, and seasonal apparel. If you are needing a business swag bundle, you can get your logo tee, you can get a hat, you can get a hoodie, you can get a sweatshirt. You can build your own bundle through MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.com. So this brand is also verified and listed in our directory. We've been working with this brand for a while now. I've purchased multiple items from MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. You can use my coupon code KBOSS, KBOSS, all caps, if you want to get $10 off when you spend $50 or more with their shop. And another cool thing about MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is that it is owned by our other sponsor, our sponsor, MJ, who also has another business, travelmj.net. All right. Our next sponsor that also is verified in our business directory, Jenkins Pro Tax Software. So limited time offer. You can save big on professional tax software with exclusive deals. Why choose Jenkins Tax Pro Software? Built for seasoned EFIN holders. So that's like tax professionals that have the EFIN number. Affordable without compromising quality. And then also excellent support when you need it the most. You can go ahead and call or text 615-796-6050. That is Jenkins Pro Tax Software. So this brand is owned by Ebony, who happens to be one of our newest directory members for the year of 2026 and the year of 2027. And she is passionate about providing financial resources and services at an affordable price, especially for people in her community that maybe are used to feeling like they can't get that level of service or quality at that price. So shout out to her. Thank you so much for your sponsorship again. And thank you for being a member of our directory. All right. The next business owner that we are mentioning that is also a sponsor. Let's see. I think we did all of the directory member sponsors. Oh, just kidding. We didn't. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm going to transition into our other sponsors. They are not members of our directory. They found us online, but they decided that they still wanted to donate and sponsor at our event. So I appreciate every single one of them. The first one that I'm going to shout out is the Premier Group, Business Consulting and Financial Strategy. Their services are business startup consulting, personal credit repair, business credit funding strategy, operation compliance and consulting, strategic mentorship, bookkeeping services, wealth protection. You can reach out and get more info at 205-790-5759. So there you have it. And thank you so much for your sponsorship. I truly appreciate you for taking the time to learn about our brand, explore, and decide to donate to our mission. I'll leave it up there just for a moment in case anyone wants to screenshot their social media information, and then we'll move on to that next business owner. Okay, the next entrepreneur that we're going to be shouting out that also decided to sponsor our show is Heartstrings Collective, creating a safe space for artists, one resource at a time. Our mission is to provide artists with access to mentorship, education, professional development, and community connections that help them build sustainable creative careers. The website is heartstringscollectivecorp.org. Email is team@heartstringscollectivecorp.org. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. We truly appreciate you, and we appreciate the fact that you're about creating resources for artists. All right. So now that we've shouted out that brand, we're going to go ahead and move to our next sponsor. Again, another brand that saw us, took the time to research us, and we truly appreciate you. Hand-to-hand retail and more. Out of our hands into yours. Unbeatable affordable prices on furniture and appliances. And the address for this location is 6062 Meadowbrook Drive, Suite D, Fort Worth, Texas, 76112. Excuse me. So this is a Texas-based brand, hand-to-hand retail and more. And thank you again to Hand to Hand Retail and More. We truly appreciate you. I appreciate every single sponsor that decided to take the time and sponsor our event. I'm going to keep their information up so you can screenshot their address. If you are in the DFW area and you would like to check them out, here's the information that they provided for us. And while we're doing that, I'm also going to take a moment to pull up our next sponsor that will be advertised for the long run as one of our show sponsors. And if you have any questions about any of the people that I've showcased, please let me know. Yay. Okay. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to pull up that photo for you guys. Oh. Okay, we have events popping up. Hold on. That's not me. I'm not sponsoring my own show. Give me one moment. I have one more sponsor I want to bring on if I can this evening. That's just my brick and mortar marketing service that's available. And if you are a brick and mortar location based in Texas and you need some help with your brand, you can text us at 833-705-4352. I really want to bring on this sponsor because she's one of our newer sponsors, but she is a member of our directory as well. And I just recently posted about her products and services. There we go. Okay. So last but never least, our sponsor is She Cute Boutique. So this brand sponsored our business, but they are also a member of our directory. SheCuteBoutique.com services nationwide and is Texas based. And the description that I placed was chic, cute, it's she cute. This boutique is exactly what that with fun, diverse fashions for women of all ages to feel confident and beautiful like they are. So absolutely love this brand. I've shopped with them. I've worn their products on many different occasions. And I love the fact that I can find pieces for just about every type of event. I found dressy, classy dresses on there. I found dresses that are classy, cute, but more on the casual side. I found denim. I found stylish accessories. And actually, while we're here, I'm going to actually do something. Let me show you my bag that I got from She Cute Boutique. So this is a handbag. Hold on. Okay. So this is a handbag that I actually purchased from She Cute Boutique. And it is so pretty and fun. I feel like they really challenge women to step outside of their fashion comfort zone and just try something different. And when I saw this handbag, I thought this is so cute. The pearl sitting on top is so cute. And you can take it and open it. There also is a, it's a crossbody string that's available, like a metal hardware that's available for a crossbody string. But I love it just how it is. And with a nice, pretty nail, look at that combination of those Nails by Fair press-on nails. And then those, this She Cute handbag, that is beautiful. So shout out to She Cute for the quality that they provide. Really appreciate them being in our directory. And thank you so much for sponsoring our Boss Babe Business Show and our brand. So I'll leave that up there for a little bit longer, and then we're going to go ahead and close out on the Boss Babe Business Show tonight. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. Like I said, I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful night. The message that I want to leave with you is do not allow yourself to be discouraged by outside factors or outside people. Continue to push, continue to have a positive light, and continue to tell yourself that you can do this. And remember that some things are just temporary bumps. And once you get through them, you can get through them. But once you get through them, you'll look back and realize how small they were compared to what you feel like they were in the moment. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for watching the show. Bye-bye.